So the new Killing Floor game released, and it's pretty boring. My original plan for this video was to go through every single element of this game. Make a really detailed, autistic video explaining everything. That was the plan, at least. Now that the game is out, and I've played it for more than 2 hours, I don't think I can do it, because this game is just not fun to play. I'm about to fall asleep. That's how boring this game is. Now, that's not to say that the game is outright terrible. It's not. It's functional. And you can probably have some fun with friends in this game. You can play the worst games ever and still have fun with your friends, so you might as well just play a better game. But back to the topic. And if the game wasn't called Killing Floor, I wouldn't be so harsh on it. But this game is called Killing Floor. There are just certain things that you expect from a Killing Floor game that are just not present. The whole game just lacks that coolness factor to it that the previous games had. The older games just had cooler animations, cooler gun sounds, cooler weapon models, etc, etc, the list goes on. Now, in Killing Floor 3, there's not a single gun that sounds good, looks good, or even feels good to shoot with. They're really forgettable, all the guns in this game. And in a game where you spend not even majority, all the time shooting at shit, it has to feel good. Okay or decent just doesn't cut it in this type of game. It has to feel good. It has to feel really good, in fact, because this is the entire game. It's not going to deviate much from this. This is the bread and butter of this type of game. And the fact that they didn't even nail the shooting mechanics is kind of concerning to me. The movement in this game also just feels kind of off to me. Especially when you are, waltzing over things, sliding, etc. Like the transition between those stances just feels off. There's like a slight delay to them. Like it feels very clunky. It's not very responsive. And there's also small things that I've noticed. If you buy 2 primary guns, this might also happen with the pistol, but I bought 2 fully automatic primary weapons, right? And I went through one of the guns, and then I would switch over to the next gun, while holding down, the fire button. But the gun wouldn't shoot. It wouldn't just start shooting while I was holding down the fire button, the shoot button, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I mean, right? But it didn't do that. I had to, release my finger from the trigger and then press again. That should not happen. It should just start shooting right away as I switched. Now, this isn't like a game-breaking bug or anything, but I did notice that whenever you entered that time, the slow motion time, your character would still speak as if they were not in slow motion. That should not happen. They should also speak in slow motion, intact with the game, like they did in Killing Floor 2. So that's just another minor thing that annoys me. There's also the maps of this game. Again, they serve their purpose, but aesthetically, it's just kind of boring to look at. There's nothing memorable on any of these maps. And the clarity is also terrible. I can't see shit in this game. If the monsters are more than 5 meters away, I can't see them. It's impossible for me to see them. But again, they serve their purpose. They are playable, But on a more positive note, I guess, I mean, the perk system, pretty cool. You have more options. So, that's cool. I like that. I wish we had that in Killing Floor 2. Weapon attachments is also now a thing, which I really like. It's fun to pimp out your gun. So, again, another thing that should have been added to Killing Floor 2 back in the day. But it's here now, and it's, it's just a shame that the guns are so boring to use and also are not cool to look at. And then there's also the characters. Characters in Killing Floor 2 are very, larger than life. They're very extreme. And they shit talk a whole lot. And that's funny. Foster has some of the funniest lines in Killing Floor 2. He's a very likable asshole. Now let's compare him to Killing Floor 3.
Cloning? Huh. Makes threesomes easier. This is what happens when nerds run the world. Ooh, that's nice. Don't mind if I do. Don't run, you're worth cash! Tighter than a duck's ass. Nope, 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 nope!
Oh, I think I might have done a little wee.
This is not Foster. This is just some guy wearing his skin, or in this case, his gas mask. But this is not the same character. What's the point of calling him Foster if he doesn't act like Foster? And some people will probably say, oh, it's a clone. He grew up in a different environment compared to the original Foster. He is living in a different time period. I get it, but I don't care. It's a video game. I just want my funny British guy saying stupid shit. That's all I want. You know, I want him to shit talk everyone. And that's Foster. And the old voice actor was significantly better than this one. This new one sounds like a wiener. Like, I want that likeness of the old Foster. Like, I don't want this guy. This guy fucking sucks in comparison. And all the characters are pretty boring. No one says anything funny. And I haven't even talked about the character designs, because they might as well just be AI generated. They are so boring and soulless. And like, this is Kobo art. Like, they are so forgettable. All of them. They look like shit. And Foster's mask in this game looks like it looks like it's part of a gimp suit. Like, it looks kinky. Like BDSM or whatever the fuck it's called, all that degenerate shit, I don't fucking know. But it looks kinky. Like, it looks perverted. Just give me a standard gas mask, please. Like, this, it looks weird. I'm not a fan of it. So if you want to cure your insomnia, just play Killing Floor 3. It'll do that to you. On a more serious note, my recommendation would be wait for this game to go on sale, and hopefully the game has been fixed by that point. But until then, I guess we're stuck with Killing Floor 2 and Left 4 Dead 2 for another 10 years. Because it seems like no one can make a decent co-op shooter these days. Except for Deep Rock Galactica, but that game is also fairly old at this point. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.